I'm Nicole Brown, class of 1998. When I found out I got into Harvard-Westlake with the help of financial aid, I was elated and thankful. But then as reality set in, I was completely paralyzed with fear. I remember spending the whole summer before school began, wishing I could just go to public schools with kids who I thought were more like me. But my father insisted that I give Harvard-Westlake a try. I remember he said he wanted me to see the opportunities that were out there for me. If I really wasn't comfortable after the first year, we could revisit the issue. So school started out a little rough. The classes were amazing, the teachers were exciting, but I chose to keep mostly to myself. I ate lunch alone and hung out with my old friends on the weekends. And then there was this really flashy, fancy, outspoken young woman who to me had everything I didn't have. I judged her, and if the opportunity presented itself, I'd say really bad things about her. Then one day in PE, actually in the rooms behind us, she came up to me and she's like, "Why are you saying all these bad things about me?" And I said, "I think you're ridiculous, and I have no idea how you got into this school." She stood there for a moment, and then she goes, "So, do you want to hang out and spend Halloween with me?" And I said, "Sure." Since Halloween, 1993, Lindsay has been my absolute best friend. We studied together, went to all the school dances, borrowed each other's clothes, went to Columbia together, and even lived together for 7 years as we both started our careers. I share this because for me, the amazing friendship I cherish so much with Lindsay is very similar to my feelings about Harvard-Westlake. At first, I was completely intimidated and scared of this daunting school. It was gigantic and gorgeous and filled with brilliant teachers and students. As a scholarship student who drove an hour to get to school every day, I wondered if I could possibly ever feel comfortable and fit in. I figured I'd be talking to my dad at the end of the year, telling him it was time to look at public schools. But not only did I fit in, I thrived. Harvard-Westlake opened up so many doors to people, ideas, interests, and passions that I would have never otherwise imagined. I don't think there's any other place I would have fit in besides Harvard-Westlake. I was so lucky to be exposed to intimate classes and world-class teachers. I remember Mr. Walsh, who made theater and film come to life. His classes allowed us to explore our budding passions, and his dedication to producing and directing show after show allowed us to test ourselves as artists. Miss Winter, our dance teacher, allowed us to produce, direct, and choreograph our own shows. I remember rehearsing our routines from 9 to 5 on Saturdays and Sundays, picking music, creating costumes, even working with the technicians to make sure that our vision was executed perfectly. And Miss Parker, someone who gave mind-blowing classes on women's studies, churning out little feminists by the minute. These are all skills and lessons which inspired my career today. Additionally, I've always attributed my success at Harvard-Westlake not just to the amazing academics, but the mere size and diversity of the student body. When I was here, we had about 250 kids in our graduating class. That size allowed each and every one of us to find our own tribe. I recall feeling very much at home once I realized how many other kids were on scholarship, and seeing that there was a real effort to create diversity amongst the students and the teachers. And at the same time, who would ever imagine that two completely different girls from different worlds would become such great friends? We both taught each other so much, and those life lessons were priceless. And it only happens when people are not the same. That's the magic of financial aid. It's a gift that changes the destiny and substance of both the student and those around them. And no test or score can measure the incredible value of even the smallest contribution. I'm so thankful for the financial support that I was given to get through school. And through Harvard-Westlake's faith in me, my life has truly transformed. As you said, I graduated from Columbia, Phi Beta Kappa, in 2.5 years. In the summers of college, I worked for former Harvard-Westlake teacher, Mr. Piskel, helping teach and turn his inner-city summer school program into a charter school. My first job in the entertainment industry after college was with Mark Platt, a father of several Harvard-Westlake students, and I found him through the help of the Harvard-Westlake Entertainment Network. Today, I produce and finance films at a company in Hollywood, and I'm truly living my dreams. And most of my cherished friendships are still with Harvard-Westlake people. Even today, we're all a community. We keep in touch, we cheer each other on, and help each other out whenever we can. I see this continuing on in my life, and I hope that I can help many more students who are like me find their way into this amazing place. So my father was right. This school really did teach me about the opportunities that were out there for me. It taught me that there was nothing I couldn't conquer. It gave me the confidence to be in any room, and it taught me to think big. Thank you, Harvard-Westlake, and to all of you who helped make this such a special place and give students like me a chance to soar.